Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Pierce if you're new here. We're looking at the business of photography, and today we're going to look at your target market. Seth Godin said, everyone is not your customer, and it's so right. Who you're selling to is way more important than what you're selling. It's critical that you know what your market segment is for the type of photography business that you have. Other than deciding you want to run a business, this is the second biggest decision you're actually going to have to make. You work in the industrial industry, for example. You're not going to get client when you go to a maternity expo. Those moms are not going to think your industrial piping is as sexy as you do. No, you're going to want to go where the fish are. Very important to have a clear market segment defined of where you want to put your efforts into. This also ties in with the topic of finding your niche in industry. You're not going to make much progress in any segment if you constantly chop and change between all of them. You have to focus in on one or two. I know that understanding who your market segment is can take a while, especially in the beginning, but it's well worth diving deeply into that segment as much as you can. Who are the market leaders? What brands service this market segment? How much revenue does this segment generate? What is being done already, and what can you do to do something better? Are there any organizations or guilds in the sector that I can join that give me access to industry leaders? Those of you who've maybe delved into Sun Tzu's Art of War, you'll know there's that famous tenet about knowing your enemy. This means you want to gain competitive intelligence so that you can adjust and understand your industry competition, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. And by doing so, you can develop smarter strategies for your business to be successful. No one likes competition when they're on the receiving end of it, but competition is good because it forces action and change. Every new competitor that we use today is an iteration of a previous service. Long ago, you had to use expensive taxis or public transport to get around. Then along came Uber and completely revolutionized that basic service. And even Uber has competition in this segment as well. There's a benefit to getting really involved in your industry segment, as you can start becoming an authority on that matter. This is where you can really start enjoying the benefits of being a specialist in your field. Your specialist expertise become undeniable and almost become its own form of advertising. Trust me, there's nothing better than the feeling of working with a new client, and then they tell you that when they were looking around, everyone mentioned your name as the guy to work with. So don't dilute yourself. You will pay for it in the long run, I promise you. So let's do a recap. Your target market and that choice is the second biggest decision that you have to make in your business. Secondly, you want to dive as deeply into your segment as you possibly can. Get as involved as you can with every single side of it. Thirdly, always understand you're going to have competition in your segment. It's inevitable. But if you can understand your competition, understand what they're doing, you can come in at a slightly different angle and do something that they aren't doing and gain the customer. And fourthly, you can become an authority by becoming a specialist in your segment. It's worth gold. That wraps up this episode. Click here and it'll take you to the next episode for the next topic.